A 17-room mansion that looked eerily like the White House. A mob boss with more ambition than loyalty. And a murder on the streets of Manhattan that shook the underworld to its core. This is the story of the man who tried to rule the mafia like a president and ended up shot dead like a traitor. This is the bizarre and deadly tale of Paul Castellano, Staten Island, New York. Not exactly where you'd expect to find a replica of the White House, but there it stood. 17 rooms, columns, chandeliers, and enough gold trim to make a Roman emperor jealous. And inside lived the man known as Big Paul. But this wasn't just any mansion. This was a statement, a message to the world, that Paul Castellano wasn't just a gangster. He was royalty. There was just one problem. The mafia doesn't do kings. It does killers. Paul Castellano started small, as a butcher's apprentice in Brooklyn. But he had a sharp mind for business. And blood. By the 1970s, he wasn't just making sausage. He was making millions. When Carlo Gambino, one of the most powerful mob bosses in American history, died in 1976, he shocked everyone by naming Castellano, not his underboss, as his successor. And that lit a fuse. The mafia was furious. Castellano didn't come up the hard way like the others. He wore silk suits, talked stocks, and had an ego the size of Manhattan. He banned drug dealing, demanded a bigger cut of all profits, and spent more time at his mansion than on the streets. Some say he even installed listening devices inside his own home to spy on his cap. It was clean, professional, ruthless, just like the man behind it, John Gotti. In one night, Gotti erased the old world and crowned himself the new king. The mansion, left behind like a fallen kingdom. The White House of Staten Island became a ghost of ambition and betrayal. But here's where things get even stranger. Castellano's obsession with being above the mafia may have cost him everything. But in death, he changed it forever. His assassination broke the unspoken mafia code. You never kill a boss without permission. After his murder, the mafia splintered into factions. Arrests followed, and the golden age of organized crime in New York began to crumble. In the end, Paul Castellano wanted to be the mafia's president. But the only term he served was a death sentence. Power, paranoia, and a mansion built on lies.